be seated. I bow to all the seekers of truth. As I told you yesterday, we cannot conceptualize truth. We cannot change it. We cannot organize it. The idea of truth is an experience. It has to be your experience of truth. It's not just the mental attitude about it. Because in the world, if you see, there are people who believe in this kind of philosophy, that kind of philosophy. They believe in this religion, that religion, every type of things they believe. And they say very confidently, I believe in this. But whatever may be your beliefs, whatever may be your philosophy or your religion, anyone can do any sin, can commit any kind of violence, can do harm to anyone. There's nothing binding. You can't say because I am such and such, I can't do it. That means that belief is only skin deep. And that is why we go on criticizing others. Now, for example, if you want to know about the Muslims, you talk to Jews. And if you want to know about the Jews, you talk to Christians. If you want to know about the Christians, talk to Indians or Hindus. So there's no end to it. Everybody thinks that they are all chosen ones and a ladder is made for them direct to the heaven. If you have to live with these kind of concepts, Sahaja Yoga cannot help you. But if you realize that we have not yet experienced the absolute, we have to experience the absolute. That is, everyone who experiences that should say the same thing. Yesterday I told you how the essence of religion is one, though at different times it had to be covered with other thoughts, but essence was the same, is to seek the eternal, and whatever is transitory is to be used in its own limitations and understanding. I would say all these great prophets and incarnations all were born on the same tree of life, which we plucked them. Like flowers are plucked, we pluck these flowers. And now, these dead flowers, we say, this is the flower, this is the flower, this is the flower. Now, whatever you are seeing here is a system, a subtle system within you. In the gross you see outside. But supposing you have to treat some tree for its disease or trouble, you cannot treat it through its leaves. You have to go to its roots. This is the knowledge of the roots. And if we do not go to our roots, our civilization our so-called development will collapse. The roots are in human beings, and all our problems are man-made. So what we have to do is to understand our roots and also to find out what is wrong, where did we go wrong, what was the mistake, and then to be ready to rectify it. All this can work out very easily if we get enlightenment of the spirit. In the darkness, we cannot see, nor do we want to believe that it is darkness. We all think we are all enlightened people, we are all going to heaven straightforward march. But that's not the case, I must say. We have to know ourselves, and that knowledge is not something artificial. Like in India, we have a custom to say that you are born again. For that they have a ceremony. A Brahmin will come, take some money, put some thread round your neck and say, now you are born again. In the same way, we go to the church and the priest puts some water on your fontanelle bone area and says, now you are now chosen Christians. In the same way they have in Islamic and every religion. But it's a happening. It's a living happening that has to take place within us. Without that, we cannot become a twice born. And becoming is very important. In that becoming, as Dr. David Spiro has already told you, we have this machinery within us. Now we have to keep our minds open to see if it is there or not. Instead of just mocking at you, making fun of it, or showing disregard. Because this is for the benevolence of each and every individual. And when human beings get transformed, the whole world will get transformed. All our problems will be solved as soon as we can transform human beings. It's sometimes very surprising how people are aggressive, to me also. I have not come here to ask any money or to do anything of that kind. I'm here to just tell you what you have and what you can get out of your own properties and your own self. Here now you see, I'm talking about the experience. Now some people think the experience should be that you should see some light. If you see some light, then you are not the light. Understand logically. You have to become the light. Then what do? You give the light. That means you should be empowered that you can give light to others. That is the minimum that should be with a person who says he is twice born. Also some people in India, and also abroad I have seen, are practicing horrible practices by which they can just put some sort of an entity in you. They do it, I have seen. They charge money, you pay money for an entity. And when you get that entity within you, then you become like a mad person. You become very funny, like one gentleman came to me, he was talking to me and suddenly he went up like that. I said, what is this? He said, my guru has given me. He couldn't relax from that. For about 5 minutes he was like that. I said, what is this? He said, this is my guru has given me. I have lost my job. I have lost money. I am a destitute now because suddenly I go up like that or suddenly I go into some sort of a funny gesture. I mean, this cannot be realization, can it be? Then there is another one who came and would, in India only this happened. He put his feet towards me like this. So somebody said, you can't put feet towards someone. It's not respectful. He said, if I don't sit that way, if I really fold my legs, then I start jumping like a frog. He said, my guru has said so. And actually you won't believe, he showed me a book his guru has written. You jump like a frog. And his disciple came here and made such a lot of money out of Americans, very nicely. He must have made them jump like a horse, or I don't know what. Now you're not going to become frogs or earthworms. What are we going to become? We are going to become superhuman beings who have got collective consciousness. In their awareness, now as we are sitting, we do not know what's wrong with yourself inside. Till you become mad and go to lunatic asylum, you don't know you are mad. And then of course you don't know, in any case. Now if you say go to any hospital or something, and if they don't tell you that you have got some disease, you would not know. There's no way of finding out on physical level, on mental level. Even on spiritual level you cannot find out whether it is correct or not. Now somebody says that I'll make you jump like a frog, or better would be that you can fly in the air. Why do you want to fly in the air? Already there are so many things flying in the air. Are we going to become birds now? So, and all of them are in America. I don't know why, what they thought of you. That they jumped on Americans and they have come here. They have made crores of rupees. I don't know what crores is. I think they said 10 million. Rupees and diamonds, this, that. Here I have to spend my own money to travel. So, it is beyond my understanding that how could they believe, how could these people believe such horrible things that they did. Sensible thing would be to understand that if you have a guru or if you have a master, then at least you should be a peaceful person. But they have become recluses. They have lost their jobs. They are dying. How can that be? And they say now we are on the way of nirvana. Did Buddha die that way? Absolutely absurd ideas. And I was discussing with David one day, he told me, Mother, we have no background. I said, you have got your brains. We have to become, and become collectively conscious is told to you by Jung. Jung has clearly talked about collective consciousness. He has talked that you have to become collectively conscious, means within you, you can feel what is wrong with you and what is wrong with others. I'll say Sahaja Yoga is more than that, much more than that. Sahaja Yoga not only gives you the union with the divine, with the all-pervading power, which starts flowing through you, by which you become sensitive and you can feel the different centers of another person. You can feel your own centers. Also you know how to correct them. And that's how you understand how to first have a proper body, a proper mind, and a proper spiritual growth. Then you become. Then you become yourself a master. I would suggest like this, in a modern analogy you can have, that in a car we have an accelerator and a brake. When we don't know how to drive, we go on pushing the accelerator and end up somewhere. Then sometimes we just push the brake and we never start driving. But gradually when we start balancing, when we balance it, then we know how to drive, then we become driver. Then automatically we can drive. But still the master is sitting behind. This master is watching you. That is the spirit. But once you become the master, then you are watching the driver, accelerator, and the brake. All these things together in complete balance. We have lost the balancing capacity. Now, if somebody wants to make now business out of lumber, which is a big problem, you go on cutting all the beautiful cedar trees one after another, to such an extent that it becomes a place without any rain. Ultimately, you find the whole place had turned into a desert. Now, God Almighty has not created this desert, we have created. Then, if you have to now go to the, say, seashore for a bath, I don't know, some people have put in an idea that if you tan your skin, then it is very beautiful. I just don't understand what is the concept of beauty. Because here they are racialist and they don't like people who are brown or black. And here they are sitting hours together tanning their body. What a contradiction it is. So, hours together they do it. And then you find they have got skin cancer. And then from, say, skin cancer to another thing. There is no balance. All right, for a while you do want to sit in the sun. But to get skin cancer, sitting down in the sun, even a dog won't do that. I mean, that much common sense we should have. But we lack in it because we go to extremes. We have lost the sense of balance and moderation. But after coming to Sahaja Yoga, the wisdom of discretion comes in you, automatically. Because if you start doing anything more than what is wanted, immediately the vibrations that you feel in your hand disappear. So you run away. Because as long as you are feeling these vibrations, you feel very joyous. But as soon as you lose these vibrations, you think something has gone wrong. Like on a ship, I don't know if you have moved, but on the ship, all the officers are playing cards, this, that, talking. But 1 minute they hear that the engine has stopped, they all run. Immediately all of them will run to the engine room to see why engine has stopped. In the same way, after realization, you are in such a balance that you know how far to go with anything, how far to move with anything. In a society where machinery has come, it looks that people are very affluent and that they have everything. But the balance is lost. Machinery is for us. We are not for machineries. Then we become slaves of machinery. I have seen people have to use a calculator even to count 2 plus 2. It's become so difficult. You don't use your brain even a little bit, it will rust. And one day, I don't know what will happen, I can't say the future of a person who doesn't use his brain at all. So like this, the machinery has taken over. We are producing so many things. Even in affluent countries, I would say, what is the affluence now is of plastic. is plastic effluents and paper. Take paper to plastic, plastic to paper. Of course, the countries which are supposed to be poor should have sufficient to eat. That's one thing. But they need not have so many plastics. They need not have so much of nylon. And they need not have so many clothes. So many things are not needed in life. Actually, they are headaches. You have already created mountains and mountains of plastic and you don't know what to do with it. They have become like great headaches to all such nations who are using plastics. Now, so tendency, reaction of course is there. We are taking to natural things. We like man-made things, handmade things. We want to do that. But supposing you get to your realization, then you will use few things, but genuine things. And if you have to have more, then you would like to use them for giving others. Because I think matter has only one value, that you can express your love in it. That's the way you can express your love, by giving it to someone. Apart from this economic so-called growth, which is now standing on our heads, where we are lost, we have so many other problems which are facing us because we have no balance. In our social life also, I know of a lady who is older than me in age, and this is her 9th marriage. I must say, this is remarkable to have 9 marriages like that. I mean, one marriage is sufficient to teach you everything. What is she going to learn out of 9 marriages? I don't know. And she's going strong, you know. And she's very proud of it. She has no joy. She has no love. She has no subtleties about her. And I feel without any children, without any involvement with anyone, she's leading a life worse than that of a dog, worse than that of an animal. Because animals, at least for the time being, are attached to something. They look after their children, they look after their own society. Like this we are doing in every aspect of our life. We go to the extremes. And when we go to the extremes, it repels upon us. Artificiality has taken over us, and then we suffer so much because it's only the reality which gives us joy. So now the best part of this modern times is this, that there are many, many seekers of truth. It was said so. The one who is looking after, or who is the lord of these modern times, is called as Kali in Sanskrit language. And this Kali had tortured one gentleman called Mr. Nala, and his wife, Damayanti, was separated. And one day this Nala got hold of this Kali, and he said, I'm going to kill you forever so that you no more put people into illusions and you don't try to torture their lives. So Kali said, all right, you can kill me, but let me tell you my importance. I too have some importance. He said, what is your importance of all the things? You are such a destructive fellow. He said, I have an importance that when I will rule on this earth, all descriptions are there, that people will eat food in the steel, and they will wear steel as ornaments. Everything that we do nowadays is all described. But what is the importance of these modern times? That those people who are seeking the truth in the Himalayas or in the hills and dales will become householders, and they will find the truth when I will rule. So every dark cloud has a silver lining, and especially these modern times have something very great about it, that people are taking to seeking and to reality. But as soon as people have come to know that there are seekers, what we find that there is a big exodus from the jails and from all criminality who are dressed up like great saints to cash the market of the seekers. So one has to be very careful that first you must see the disciples of those gurus. Then you must see if they take any money from you. Where is their attention? They have very good organizations. They can make a good publicity. They can do all kinds of tricks of the trade. But self-realization cannot be traded. It's not a business. It is something innate and living process. Just like a seed sprouts, this happens to you and you become a self-realized soul. As a result of that, as I told you, your awareness becomes collectively conscious. You start feeling the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost coming out of your head. And also you feel this all-pervading power as cool breeze in your hands. Then when you start practicing it a little bit, your connections become settled with this all-pervading power. Then such a person becomes very peaceful and very dynamic, extremely dynamic. Untiringly he can work. He's never frustrated. He's never angry. He's never upset. He becomes very peaceful and extremely compassionate. But the compassion is such that it acts. Even a glance of such a person acts on the being, and it brings forth the benevolence of others. This is for the benevolence of others. Unless and until this happens, you are not a Sahaja-yogi, nor you are in the right place. Now in Sahaja, Saha means with, Ja means born. Born with you is the right to be one, united with this divine power, which is the yoga. This is the real yoga. All other yogas are subsidiary. They help you out here. And those people who do artificial yogas do not achieve anything. Once this happens, the transformation takes place. I have seen people becoming very beautiful and so great that one day will come, this world has to change, and we all will be filled with that feeling of collective consciousness, where we'll all feel that we are belonging to one personality, part and parcel of one personality, the microcosm, the parts of a macrocosm. This has to happen. Many people are talking about it, hinting about it. As they say, it's the age of Aquarius. That's a fact. Aquarius is the Kumbha, is the one, is the pitcher, which is where the Kundalini is placed. And that's why it's the age of the Aquarius. They talk about it. They get the glimpses, but they are not there. We have to be there. For that, you don't have to pay. But little time has to be given. Within a month, I'm sure, you can become masters of that. And all your problems should be solved, your physical, mental, emotional. Sahaja Yoga does not claim anything. It does not say that it will cure you of this. No. But if your Kundalini rises and if you practice Sahaja Yoga, then it does work that way. For example, AIDS now. Some people don't understand. I tried. One person in Australia was cured because doctor said that he's all right. But then he had such a weak willpower that he took to the same bad habits, and his father was very angry. And he told me that let him die, mother, forget it, because it's a very difficult thing to cure an AIDS patient. And they have no willpower. So how can you say that you can cure AIDS? Because it doesn't work out in mass way. You have to work individually on each and every person. And that person has to be prepared to work it out. So that person, I would say, was the only one, and then I gave up. I said, I just can't do that. They don't want to live. They're bent upon glorifying themselves with this disease, so what can we do about it? And that's how it all happened. There's another gentleman who is not, I would say, cured in the full way. He's doing Sahaja Yoga sometimes like that. But one thing is that he's still surviving. It's now about 3 years back he came to Sahaja Yoga. In his blood there is still virus, but still surviving. But so many other diseases have been cured by Sahaja Yoga, no doubt. But it doesn't mean that we claim it. It means that if your Kundalini rises, if she nourishes all these centers, then you get all right by yourself, by your own Kundalini. I don't do anything. And this is the mistake and misunderstanding people have. If one can understand that this lady is here just for our benevolence, not for anything else, and our benevolence is the thing we want, then why not have it if it is free? It's a simple understanding and a simple love for yourself. This is what I have to say to you, that please take your realization. And we have a very good center here, luckily. In this center, we have people who are experts. They will teach you how to become experts. And you can also do the same. Imagine if all of you get realization and if you become masters of Sahaja Yoga, this San Diego will be absolutely a different place. As it is, I was told that San Diego is the house of God. How can in the house of God you can have diseases? So I hope it will work out. And I hope all of you will take it up seriously and respect your self-realization and work it out. I had asked you to give me your questions, but today there are no questions, I think. So we'll go ahead with the program of getting self-realization. But at the very outset, I have to tell you one thing, as I told yesterday, again and again I have to repeat it, that please forget the past. We have to enter into the kingdom of God. So just forget the past. Don't judge yourself and don't feel guilty. Just forget your guilt. Feeling guilty is a myth. Because you are not God, you are human beings, and if you make mistakes, what's wrong in it? It is not that wrong that you should all the time feel guilty. As a result of that, by feeling guilty, this center catches. Here on the left-hand side. In the West, it's a fashion also, I think, to feel guilty. Since morning in English language, they start saying sorry, sorry, sorry. In our times when we were young, we used to say, I beg your pardon. On the phone now they say sorry, 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 sorry. What is there to be sorry all the time? We have to be happy. But the amount of sorry we have, that becomes a big blockade here. As a result, you get diseases like angina, you get diseases like spondylitis, many other diseases come up, even paralysis and many other things. So, first of all, please don't feel guilty. Secondly, you have to forgive everyone. Yesterday I requested you again and again, please forgive everyone. Because it is a myth. Whether you forgive or you don't forgive, it's a myth. Absolutely it's a myth. Because you don't do anything. I cannot forgive, it's very difficult. Means what? What are you doing about it? Only thing, by not forgiving, you are playing into wrong hands. This man has harmed me, this lady has harmed me, this person has done this wrong to me. So what? By thinking about it, we are troubling ourselves unnecessarily. On the contrary, if we forgive them, then the divine looks after it. Let the divine decide and judge, you and others. On these two conditions, I promise you, all of you will get your realization. I hope you all want your realization, and those who don't want, I have to tell you, I cannot force on you. It cannot be done. You have to ask for it in your own freedom. I have to respect your freedom, because this is a complete freedom later on. You become so free and powerful. That's how you get rid of your habits of drugs, this, that. Your drug problem can be solved in no time. There's no need to use military. A Sahaja Yogi will never take a drug, whatever you may give. No question. We have a doctor, now he's not here. He was an alcoholic and a drug addict. He came to Sahaja Yoga, he got rid of it, and now he is in charge of 7 hospitals in London, regarded as an expert on drug addiction. And he is curing people. That's what it is. If you become so joyous that you enjoy yourself, you will not take to anything like that. On the contrary, you would like others to join you in your joyous moods. And that's how Sahaja Yoga is going to spread very easily through you people. And now don't doubt yourself. Will I get realization and this, that? That let your Kundalini decide. Because she is the pure desire within you. All the other desires in general are not satiable. But this desire is the one which is complete satisfaction. So let that Kundalini judge you. She knows everything about you. She's tape recorded you since ages. She's your mother. And she wants to give you realization, to give her a chance. She has been waiting for this for so many days, so why not? And I don't do anything. If there is a candle which is enlightened, it can enlighten another candle, because the another candle has got a wick, has got all that is necessary, and you just go near that and that gets kindled. Nothing is done special, no obligation, no fees, no standing on your heads, nothing of the kind. You don't have to give up anything. You give up whatever is wrong when you get your light and you know for yourself what's wrong. You yourself want to give it up. I don't have to tell you. Give up this, give up that. There's no need to tell you at all. So should we have self-realization? All right? It looks very fantastic. And you must be wondering, how can that be so fantastic? Example is like this. In an Indian village, if you take a television and tell them that in this box you can see pictures from all over the world, they'll say, tell me another. This is not, I'm not a fool to believe it. So you connect it to the mains and you see the fantastic thing that it does. You are not yet connected to the mains, that's all. Otherwise you are fantastic. You are just to be connected to the mains. That's what Sir Jagat does. And once you are connected to the mains and your connection is established, then you will be amazed how fantastic you are. And you'll feel that you are really the citizen of God's kingdom, the way everything is looked after. How things work out, you start wondering how this has worked out. Now in England, we have so many people who are unemployed. But in Sahaja Yoga, whosoever comes, it's impossible to get one person who is unemployed among Sahaja Yogis, whether they are educated or uneducated. It just works that way. It is that fantastic. No amount of telling about it will convince you till you come. Like anybody would have told me San Diego is a very beautiful city, I could never have understood it. Even seeing the picture, I would have never felt the beauty of San Diego. But when I came here, I could see how beautiful it is. In the same way, let us experience our own beauty, our own glory that is within us. One simple thing one has to do is to take out the shoes for a while, just for a while. This will take about 10 minutes at the most. In the 10 minutes you are there. Very quick, isn't it? So be very pleasantly placed towards yourself. Very pleasantly placed towards yourself. You have to sit comfortably, you have to be comfortable. And both the feet should be away from each other because, as you know, there's left side and right side. There are two energies within us. So already vibrations are too much, feeling the cold. Now, you have to place your left hand like this. First I'll show you what is to be done, and he'll also show you. Please put your left hand towards me like this. This expresses your desire to be self-realized. So put your left hand like this, but be comfortable. There should be no pressures anywhere. Just put it very comfortably. And you have to use your right hand for releasing your centers. Though it is spontaneous, but by doing this, it expedites. And also you know what centers you have to work out later also, because this connection has to be fixed properly. If it's a loose connection, then you move up and down. So please put your left hand towards me. and right hand on your heart to begin with. In the heart resides the spirit. In the heart resides the spirit, and the Kundalini is the Holy Ghost reflected. Spirit is the reflection of God Almighty, and His desire is the Holy Ghost, the power of Holy Ghost, the primordial mother as we call it. And she is reflected within us on the triangular bone called as sacrum, as Kundalini. So please place your right hand on your heart. Then you have to place your right hand in the upper portion of your abdomen on the left hand side. We'll be working only on left hand side. Left hand towards me and right hand working on the left hand side. Now this center, which is on the left hand side in the upper part of our abdomen, is the center of your mastery, which is created by our prophets. Then you have to take your hand in the low portion of your abdomen on the left hand side. This is the center of pure knowledge which manifests on your central nervous system. You need not close the eyes just now. First you see and then you have to close the eyes, I'll tell you. Now you have to take it back again in the upper part of your abdomen on the left hand side, and then onto your heart, then onto the center which is between your neck and your shoulder, in the corner of that, and turn your head to your right so that you can push it even backwards. Then you have to take your hand onto your forehead across. You can take out your spectacles if you want to, and put it in such a manner that you can press it on both the sides, as if when we have headache we press it. Bend your head, please. This is the center for forgiveness. Now you have to take your hand on the back side of your head and push your head on it. This is the center for asking forgiveness, but you don't have to feel guilty. Don't have to count your mistakes. Now stretch your hand, and the center of your palm has to be exactly put on the bone, which was a soft bone in your childhood, called as the fontanelle bone area. Press it hard and move it clockwise, slowly your scalp, by pushing back your fingers, clockwise, very slowly, 7 times. Now, that's all one has to do. Now, there's no mesmerism or anything in it. So you have to keep your eyes shut. Don't keep your eyes open till I tell you don't open your eyes, because your attention has to be drawn inside. All of you should take your realization. I'm told there are some people from newspaper. I'll be happy if they take their realization and then write. Because from outside you cannot understand, because this is a very subtle subject. And for this subtle subject, you have to have experience. Without the experience, if you write, it will be of no use. Maybe it is misleading or will be useless. So best thing is to get your experience of self-realization so that you can reach that subtle level and you can see things in that subtle light, enlightenment of your being. Now, put your left hand towards me, close your eyes, put both the feet apart from each other and be comfortably seated, neither in a slouch or in a very stretched manner, in a very simple straight sitting posture. Please put your left hand towards me and right hand on the heart. Here you have to ask me a very important question. It works like a computer. You can call me Sri Mataji if possible, or call me Mother, which is simpler. You can say, Mother, am I the spirit? Ask this question 3 times. Mother, am I the spirit? Ask this question 3 times. If you are the spirit, you are your guide, you are your master. So now put your right hand in the upper portion of your abdomen on the left hand side and press it hard on this center. Please ask another question 3 times. Mother, am I my own master? Ask this question 3 times. Mother, am I my own master? Ask this question. Ask it in your heart. Now take down your hand into the low portion of your abdomen on the left hand side. As I told you, this is the center of pure knowledge. I cannot force pure knowledge on you. It cannot be done. I have to respect your freedom. So you have to ask for it. So please say, Sri Mataji or Mother, please give me pure knowledge. Or please may I have the pure knowledge. Say it 6 times, because this center has got 6 petals. So please say it 6 times. As soon as you start asking for the pure knowledge, the Kundalini starts moving. So, lift your right hand on to the higher center to open it up, to help it to be opened out for the Kundalini to move. So, raise your hand and put it on the left hand side in the upper part of your abdomen and press it. This is the center of your mastery. So to open the center, please say with full confidence, without feeling guilty, without being diffident. Please say 10 times, Mother, I am my own master. Mother, I am my own master. Please say it with full confidence. Now, we have to know that we are not this body. We are not this mind. We are not this intellect. We are not our conditionings. And we are not this ego. We are the spirit. So the most important truth about you is that you are the spirit. So raise your right hand on your heart and please say 12 times with full confidence, Mother, I am the spirit. "12 times, please say, Mother, I am the spirit. We have to know that the divine is the ocean of love and compassion. It is the ocean of bliss and joy. But above all, it is the ocean of forgiveness. So whatever mistakes you commit are dissolved into that ocean in no time. So raise your right hand in the corner of your neck and your shoulder and turn your head to your right. Here, with full confidence again, please say, Mother, I am not guilty at all. 16 times. Please say 16 times, turning the head to the right. Mother, I am not guilty at all. Please say 16 times. I have already told you that whether we forgive or don't forgive, we do not do anything, it's a myth. But if we don't forgive, then we play into wrong hands and suffer unnecessarily. So raise your right hand up to your forehead and put it across and press it on both the sides. Bend down your head, please. Press it hard on both the sides and say it from your heart. Not how many times, but from your heart. Mother, I forgive everyone. I must say that this is the weakest point. And every time people did not get realization, I had to beg of them and spend so much time with them, asking them to forgive. So can I request you now that please forgive everyone. Only because of that, don't miss your self-realization. Just forgive everyone. Forgive everyone. Forgive everyone. Now, take your hand on the back side of your head and push back your head on it. Allow it to rest. Here, we have to ask for forgiveness from the divine, but we don't have to feel guilty. This is for our own satisfaction. We don't have to count our mistakes, nothing of the kind. Just to say, "Oh divine, if I have done any mistakes, please forgive me." That's all. Now stretch your hand and put the center of your palm on top of your head, on the fontanelle bone area, which was a soft bone in your childhood. Press it hard. Push back your fingers, and you have to move your scalp clockwise very slowly 7 times. Here again, I cannot cross over your freedom. You have to ask for your self-realization. So please say 7 times, "Mother, please give me self-realization." That's all. If you say it 7 times and move your scalp very slowly clockwise, I'm sure you'll get your self-realization. Now please take down your hands and slowly open your eyes. Raise your hands like this and watch me without thinking. You can do it. You are relaxed now. Put the right hand towards me like this, little forward, and push down your head. Put down your head and see with your left hand if you feel any cool breeze coming out of your fontanelle bone area. But put the hand little away from your head and see for yourself. Put your right hand towards me. Now, put the left hand towards me and see with the, bend down your head please, and see for yourself if you are getting any cool breeze from your fontanelle bone area. Some people get it much more, so you can feel it little further. And some people get hot breeze coming out. Doesn't matter. First the heat will go out. Doesn't matter. Now, please put the right hand towards me. And again, once for all, see on the left, from the left hand, just see if there's a cool breeze coming out of your forehead, from your fontanelle bone area. Just see for yourself, carefully. Pay attention. Now, raise your both the hands and push back your head and ask a question. Any one of these 3 questions you can ask. Mother, is this the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost? Mother, is this the all-pervading power of God's love? Mother, is this the Brahma Chaitanya? Ask any one of these questions 3 times. May God bless you all. Put your hands down. See, there is no leaf moving anywhere. So don't doubt that the breeze is from outside. There is no leaf at all moving anywhere. So, those who have felt cool breeze on their fingertips or through their fontanelle bone area, please raise your both the hands. Please raise both your hands. I am feeling your breeze here. May God bless you. So many of you have got realization. So many of you have got realization. Now only problem is that you have to establish it perfectly and should know everything about it. For that, they have got a very nice follow-up program, and after that they have a course for 8 days, I think, where they will tell you all about it. Everything you can learn. You don't have to pay for anything, nothing at all. I'm sure it will work out, and you will be rid of all physical, mental, emotional problems and also spiritual problems, and gradually you will start growing into spirituality and become great masters. May God bless you all. Now I'm going away tomorrow, but I'll be coming after 1 year again. And I would like to see great trees of Sahaja Yoga giving protection to many people of San Diego. May God bless you all. If you want to meet me, I'll be happy to meet you all.
Please, if you'd like to meet your Mataji.